Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you saw, I'm by ducks and I'm taking off my shoes. Today's Earth Day. I'm so happy right now. I don't have a fork, but I do want to give a turkey to the duck. Oh, they saw it. I thought I'd come here to this little thing because I've never been here the way that I drove here. Just to vibe. He's like, I'm minding my business. The wind is winding. I'm on chapter 6 and it's called The 12 Path to Freedom, Breaking Old Agreements. I haven't read in like 3 days, I think, so I've been craving a good read. Everyone talks about freedom all around the world. Different people, different races, different countries are fighting for freedom. In America, we speak of living in a free country, but are we really free? Are we free to be who we really are? The answer is no, we are not free. True freedom has to do with the human spirit. It is a freedom to be who we really are. Who stops us from being free? We blame the government, we blame the weather, we blame our parents, we blame religion, we blame God. Who really stops us from being free? We stop ourselves. What does it really mean to be free? Sometimes we get married and we say that we lose our freedom. Then we get divorced and we are still not free. What stops us? Why can't we be ourselves? We have memories of long ago when we used to be free and we loved being free, but we have forgotten what freedom really means. If we see a child who is 2 or 3, perhaps 4 years old, we find a free human. Why is this a free human? Does whatever he or she wants to do. The human is completely wild, just like a flower, a tree, or an animal that has not been domesticated. Wild. And if we observe humans who are 2 years old, we find that most of the times these humans have a big smile on their face and they're having fun. They are exploring the world, not afraid to play. They're afraid when they are hurt, when they are hungry, when some of their needs are not met, but they don't worry about the past, don't care about the future, and only live in the present moment. Very young children are not afraid to express what they feel. They are so loving that if they perceive love, they melt into love. They are not afraid to love at all. That is the description of a normal human being. As children, we are not afraid of the future or ashamed of the past. Our normal human tendency is to enjoy life, to play, to explore, to be happy, and to love. But what has happened with the adult human? Why are we so different? Why are we not wild? From the point of view of the victim, we can say that something sad happens to us. And from the point of view of the warrior, we can say that what happened to us is normal. What has happened is that we have the book of law, the big judge, and the victim who rule our lives. We are no longer free because the judge, the victim, and the belief system don't allow us to be who we really are. Once our minds have been programmed with all that garbage, we are no longer happy. This chain of training from human to human, from generation to generation, is perfectly normal. In human society, you don't need to blame your parents for teaching you to be like them. What else could they teach you but what they know? They did the best they could, and if they abused you, it was due to their own domestication, their own fears, their own beliefs. They had no control over the programming they received, so they couldn't have behaved any differently. There is no need to blame your parents or anyone who abused you in your life, including yourself. but it is time to stop the abuse. It is time to be free. It is time to free yourself from the tyranny of the judge by changing the foundation of your own agreements. It is time to be free from the role of the victim. Page 97. The real you is still a little child who never grew up. Sometimes that little child comes out when you are having fun or playing, when you feel happy, when you are painting or writing poetry or playing the piano or expressing yourself in some way. These are the happiest moments in your life, when the real you comes out, when you don't care about the past and you don't worry about the future. You are childlike. But there is something that changes all that. We call them responsibilities. The judge says, wait a second, you are responsible. You have things to do. You have work and you have to go to school. You have to earn a living. All these responsibilities come to mind. Our face changes and becomes serious again. If you watch children when they are playing adults, you will see their little faces change. Let's pretend I'm a lawyer, and right away their face changes. The adult face takes over. We go to court, that is the face we see. And that is what we are. We are still children, but we have lost our freedom. The freedom we are looking for is the freedom to be ourselves, to express ourselves. But if we look at our lives, we will see that most of the time we do things just to please others, just to be accepted by others, rather than living our lives to please ourselves. That is what has happened to our freedom. And we see in our society and all the societies around the world that for every 1,000 people, 999 are completely domesticated. The worst part is that most of us are not even aware that we are not free. There is something inside that whispers to us that we are not free, but we don't understand what it is and why we are not free. The problem with most people is that they live their lives and never discover the judge and the victim rule their mind, and therefore they don't have the chance to be free. The first step toward personal freedom is awareness. We need to be aware that we are not free in order to be free. We need to be aware of what the problem is in order to solve the problem. Awareness is always the first step, because if you are not aware, there is nothing that you can change. If you are not aware that your mind is full of wounds and emotional poison, you cannot begin to clean and heal the wounds, and you will continue to suffer. There is no reason to suffer. With awareness, you can rebel and say, this is enough. You can look for a way to heal and transform your personal dream. The dream of the planet is just a dream. It's not even real. If you go into the dream and start challenging your beliefs, you will find that most of the beliefs that guided you into the wounded mind are not even true. You will find that you suffered all those years of drama for nothing. Why? Because the belief system that was put inside your mind is based on lies. That is why it is important for you to master your own dream. That is why the Toltecs became dream masters. Your life is a manifestation of your dream. This is an art. You can change your life anytime if you aren't enjoying the dream. Dream masters created a masterpiece of life. They controlled the dream by making choices. Everything has consequences, and a dream master is aware of the consequences. To be Toltec is a way of life. It is a way of life where there are no leaders and no followers, where you have your own truth and believe your own truth. And Toltec becomes wise, becomes wild, and becomes free again. There are 3 masters that lead people into becoming Toltecs. First is the mastery of awareness. This is to be aware of who we really are with all the possibilities. The second is the mastery of transformation, how to change, how to be free of domestication. The third is the mastery of intention. Intent from the Toltec point of view is that part of life that makes transformation of energy possible. It is the only living being that successfully encompasses all energy, or what we call God. Intent is life itself. It is unconditional love. Why am I gonna cry? The mastery of intent is therefore the mastery of love. When we talk about the Toltec path to freedom, we find that they have an entire map for breaking free of domestication. They compare the judge, the victim, and the belief system to a parasite that has invaded the human mind. From the Toltec point of view, all humans who are domesticated are sick. They are sick because there is a parasite that controls the mind and controls the brain. The food for the parasite is the negative emotions that come from fear. If we look at the description of a parasite, we find that a parasite is a living being who lives off of other living beings, sucking their energy without any useful contribution in return, and hurt their host little by little. And that energy is alive. Of course, it is not material energy, but neither are emotions material energy. Our dreams are not material energy either, but we know they exist. One function of the brain is to transform material energy into emotional energy. Our brain is the factory of the emotions, and when we have said that the main function of the mind is to dream, the Toltecs believe that the parasite, the judge, the victim, and the belief system has control of the mind, of your mind. It controls your personal dream. The parasite dreams through your mind and lives its life through your body. It survives on the emotions that come from fear and thrives on the drama and suffering. The freedom we speak is to use our mind and body to live our own lives instead of the life of the belief system, instead of what people want. When we discover that the mind is controlled by the judge and the victim, and the real us is in the corner, we have just two choices. One choice is to keep living the way we are, to surrender to the judge, the victim, to keep living in the dream of the planet. The second choice is to do what we do as children when parents try to domesticate us. We can rebel and say no. We can declare a war against the parasite, a war against the judge and the victim, a war for our independence, a war for the right to use our own mind and our own brain. That is why in all the shamanic traditions in America, from Canada to Argentina, people call themselves warriors because they are in the war against the parasite in the mind. Wow. Oh, he likes broccoli. Or not. Okay. Oh no, he lost it. I've been here before, but I never drove to this exact area. I would hike to this exact area. So I was like curious on where to go because I was just like exploring and driving. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys are enjoying this video as much as I am, because it's literally so divine. Like, I definitely want to come back and paint here and just vibe. So I want to go to Goodwill. I've been wanting to go thrifting for a while now, but I just haven't been able to actually go. Also, don't mind my hair literally flew off with the wind. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Goodwill now, I think, but I have to stop somewhere to go to the bathroom first, so I think I'm just gonna go to like a restaurant or a store or something like that. I might or might not have gotten Starbucks. I'm at Goodwill now, and I left my Starbucks inside because I want to be able to look at the clothes with both hands. We're in the dressing room once again, but this is a preview of what I got. This jacket, fire. This is like cute, but it's not at the same time. Like, and I'm back in the car now, but everything I tried on fit, but it didn't fit the way I wanted it to. So yeah, the only thing I did get though was the green jacket that I showed you guys, because it's literally fire and literally perfect because it's like freezing right now. Rains one night in California. Then I also got 2 bowls, very much giving heart center, heart chakra energy, very much love, very much in my element. Oh! Anyways, yeah, I got 2 of these bowls. They were $1, and they're just like green. 2 mason jars, just because I always like to use these mason jars to put like oat flour or like stuff that I make, like jam or like homemade or like chickpeas, stuff like that. So I just got this, and I was looking for baking stuff because I'm starting to bake even more now, and I always try to make things heart shaped. First of all, I love how like I said heart chakra energy, and then I literally found a heart shaped baking tray. Are you kidding me? So freaking cute. Go off. We'll see what I make with those. Obviously, probably most likely gonna record it, but anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. At this Goodwill, not really that many good finds, but I guess I found one today. Anyways, yeah, now I'm gonna go home, and I think this is the end for this Earth Day video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have an amazing Earth Day, which should be like every day. But anyways, yeah, don't forget to celebrate Earth and ground yourself and go outside today, because like whenever you're watching this, like just go outside, even if it's like snowing or even if it's like stormy, just go outside and feel into the energy, because ooh, Mother Nature is giving us free energy. Wow. Give thanks. Anyways, I love you guys, and I give thanks for you for watching this video. Go check out my podcast if you didn't know, or if you're new here. I do have a podcast. An episode actually just went up. By the time this is up, it's already up, and it's called Returning Back to Our Breath. So yeah, Anyways, I love you guys and I give thanks for you guys, and I see you next time. I'll see you next time. Mwah. I'm not gonna kiss my hands because I was in there.